Hello, shipyarders. A few of you asked me to do a video of the play features, so once again I'm going to try to do a video. Please forgive me, as I am definitely not a video person, unlike Clint or Jules. And speaking of Jules, I'd like to thank Hangar Bay 94 for the opening intro video. He's just a master whiz at graphics. And I would also like to thank Clonehead for, of course, doing video reviews of his own to at least make me think I can do these. Alright, back to the Walker. I'm just going to start at the head and work my way back. I don't know if 10 minutes is going to be enough to show you all the play features this thing has, but I'm going to do the best job that I can. Alright, let's start with the head. From the first thing, as far as the guns are concerned, you have your lower guns, and as you can see, they swivel back and forth, and as you can hear the sounds, there's sounds all over this thing. And basically, you have your side cannons that do shoot a missile, and I'm going to shoot one here. Alright. As far as the inside of the head, if you open it up, I have some figures in there for you, and as you can see, it will fit 4 very easily, and I think it will probably fit 6. And I hope you can see the detail on the inside, because it's just absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. And the one thing that you will want to push, there's a button in here, and I'll play some of the movie sounds.
Prepare to target the main generator. Primary guns charged and ready.
You can see the blue screen light up.
Target maximum firepower. The shield will be down in moments. You may start your landing.
They have a combination of Empire Strikes Back movie quotes, as well as I think some from the Clone Wars.
Don't let Skywalker escape. Rebel forces spotted. Preparing attack vectors. Distance to power generators. Range to target 17.28. Rebel base located. That's it. The rebels are there, and Skywalker is there with them. The rebels are alerted to our presence. Rebel forces in range. Forward deflectors at full power. Red lights. Target the rebel scum. I've reached the main power generators. All troops will debark for ground assault.
As you can see, there's just a ton of them. I've no doubt not gotten them all, but once again, for the sake of time on this video, moving back to the body, the first thing that is different about this Walker is how you actually can maneuver the head. And you can see that little button there, and you make sure that you flip these over this way so you don't bend them up. You can see the electronics still keep working, but if you pull clear back on this handle, it will work the head up and down. And if you turn it to the left and right,
prepare to target the main
it also turns the head. Now, I will say I was a little worried about this first, because when I first got this was very difficult to move, but the more that this gets played with, it seems the easier that it gets. So I believe I'm going to be able to live with that. And, you know, when you're done with that, you can just flip it back down, and it moves the head up to the, you know, regular non-droopy position, which I like. As far as the outside of the troop transport area of the Walker, on top there's 3 buttons. Once again, 3 specific Walker sounds. Your regular laser shots. I was glad to hear that sound. Your Walker walking. Then the larger cannons.
Target maximum firepower.
And if you hold down on the button, it will give you more of the electronics. The electronics on this are just awesome, and one thing I like about them is that they are on the underside of the Walker, and they in no way impede on the playability of this vehicle, whereas the Power of the Force 2 Walker, as most of you know, the inside troop transport, most of it was taken up with the electronics. Alright, on to the body itself. Both of the doors open, like so, on both sides. And as you can see, there's just a ton of things to do in here. One thing, I don't know if you can see it with the video, but there are a ton of little pegs that you can use to pose your figures. That is just an awesome idea. I hope we see more of it. One thing my little girl said was, why don't they have some of those pegs on the outside so we can you know, put some of them or stand some of them up there, which I thought was kind of ingenious, you know, out of the mouth of a 4-year-old. Anyway, as you can see, you have your, and that just simply comes undone right here, and there's even an easy way. If you push the button here, it'll take it all the way down. And basically, if you unfold it, there is a place for 2 figures, and I happen to have 2 figures, and you just simply position them on, and of course, depending on the figure you use, some of them grab easier than others. One thing I would encourage you to do is work with your fingers on your figures that you're going to use so they don't fall off, and then you just simply twist this lever up and they come up. Kind of ingenious. And there is another one of these on the other side, so that's that. I'm going to take these off here for a second because I want to show you, besides these 2 grapples, close that up there. There's also on the underside, I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the video or not, but there's a trap door on the underside and another that you just pull down, and you can, of course, you know, there's a little hook. It seems to fit on the arm rather nicely, and there's a button on the inside that simply, once you push the button, it will actually pull up whatever it is that you would like pulled up. I thought that was rather nice. And the last thing, as far as the troop transport area, that's really nice. Once again, more movie sounds here on the inside.
Blizzard Squadron, objective completed. Red lights.
So basically, you have those. And last but not least, the back area, where you have your, once again, where your off-speeder bike goes. And I don't know if you can see in the video, there's more places for pegs in there. And, you know, this is starting to grow on me a little bit. I would have maybe have liked to have seen this be maybe more troop transport area, or maybe open up into a big cannon or something along those lines. But it works, and you can push the release button and get it to make more movie sounds. And it also has opening flaps. A lot of places that open. And the only other thing of note is the legs, which are kind of stiff now, but they articulate both that way, and the feet, you can get some movement out of them too, which I thought was nice. So basically, that is the new vintage collection AT-8